Hey everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. In this video, I want to talk about what's happening in the NFT markets currently and why the floor prices for most projects have dropped. And lastly, I want to share some interesting projects that I found. Stay tuned. As always, I respect your time. So if you are just here for the bottom line, I'll give you the projects I'm looking at currently. And so the projects that I'm going to share are firstly is the Better Cats NFT, a photography project called Off in a Dream, second edition, another art project called Eponym, and two other Solana projects. One is called the Management Project and the other is So Relax. So, if you want to know about the full analysis, you're welcome to stay throughout and leave a like and comment while you're at it. Before I start on anything, I just want to say that, guys, those 10,000 PFP projects are getting too saturated already. There's just too many every single day. So, as NFT flippers or investors right now, even if you're new, look out for new projects that have interesting concepts, not just based on the usual animal projects, giraffes, mice, cats. Find those projects which are very, very interesting, like some of the projects that I'll be mentioning today, like art projects, photography projects. So yeah, don't just concentrate on PFP projects. Branch out, find out about new projects. Those would usually tend to do better than those typical 10k PFP projects. There are just too many right now. Okay, to start off, I'll be talking about the present NFT market conditions. So, I have this theory in which whenever there's a NFT volume push, it will usually last for about a week or two, when there are hype projects, etc. But after those 2 weeks, there will usually be a drop in volume, and that is where we are right now. And usually, the fall in volume would typically last for 2 weeks, from what I've observed the last 3 months. And so, this is the period where the floor for most projects would drop as well. But I know most of you are scared and are panicking whenever you see the projects that you have invested in dropping in price. But do not worry. If the project that you are in has good fundamentals, and what I'm saying is the team is good, the roadmap is fantastic, the art is great, this is the time where you can think about adding into your bags. Let's say you wanted to get into Doge Pound, right? It has a fantastic team and a fantastic roadmap. And the past few days, the floor price has been dropping. It is totally normal because nothing goes up forever. You can't expect the volume in NFT traded to be forever going up, right? There will always be pullbacks. So my theory is whenever there's a push in NFT market volume, it will typically last for a week or two and then pull back down for maybe about 2 weeks, and this is the area where you want to get into good projects. And then after that 2 weeks, usually the volume will start to come back and the floor will start to slowly rise again. So the best time is here, guys. Don't panic. If floor prices of good projects drop, it is good for you. One more thing I want to add. Whenever there's a drop in volume, right, as I mentioned before, this is the time where you should do more research. Find out more about new projects. Most of the people will be crying about the floor dropping, blah blah blah. But you, don't be one of them. Be smart. Research more on good projects and also, if you find a good blue chip project you want to invest in, this is the time for you to do that. Alright guys, just one update. What I did yesterday, I sold my Metasol, which I was lucky to be whitelisted for. I minted it at 0.07 Ethereum and I sold it for 0.694 Ethereum. So you guys might be wondering, why did I just sell it off even before the review? Basically, even though I only have one, the roadmap doesn't seem so promising, and I wanted to sell when there was a lot of volume. And profit is profit. I made about 10x gain in just a few hours, so why not, right? And actually, how I got into the whitelist was because I was very early. I got in the day the Discord was made, and I just had to invite a few of my friends, and then I got whitelisted. So guys, in the NFT world, you must be really fast and early. So guys, don't be lazy. Be active on Twitter, on YouTube, follow whatever people you can, all those crypto NFT gurus, follow them, get all them out fast. Okay, so moving on to the projects I want to talk about in this video. The first one is Better Cats. I tweeted this out yesterday when the whitelist was still open, but right now, unfortunately, the whitelist has already been closed. So, whoever was active in Twitter, you guys had the chance to get the whitelist for Better Cats. Unfortunately, I didn't get one myself. So, I would be trying to get in on the public sale. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, this is an immutable X play. So, since it's on IMAX, no gas fees, I'll be going for the public sale. Why am I going to do that? Is because, the art looks amazing and it has been shoot by a few influencers and YouTubers already. Back when I tweeted yesterday, the followers, they only had about a few hundred followers, and right now it's about 5,000. I would say it's a pretty decent growth. So keep your eyes on Better Cats. The next project I want to talk about is actually a photography NFT project. This is called Off in a Dream 2, second edition. And it's by this photographer called Chris Bird, which I'm a fan of his work. I actually found him on Twitter. So again, Twitter is the place to be in for NFTs. And I think photography projects are very undervalued right now. And they are bound to have their moment in the next few weeks or months to come. And so, I was lucky to get into the pre-sale for this project because I personally DM'd him to ask for a spot in his pre-sale. And I will be able to mint one of them, 1 out of 50. And photography projects tend to be one-of-ones, and they have usually about 50 to 100 items only. And therefore, I mentioned before, supply and demand. The demand for photography projects, whenever that happens, when it comes, since the supply is so low, the floor will rise very, very quickly. So, if you are able to get into a very well-known photographer or any good projects that you see that involves photography with good photos, and I mean like photos that can stand out, you should go for them. So whenever the photography hype comes in, you will be good to go. So yeah, keep this on your radar. Off in a Dream. The pre-sale mint was about 0.03 Ethereum. So if you really want to get into this project, you can try to bid for it, So just keep this in your radar as well. Okay, the next project I'll be talking about is an art project called Eponym. Okay, just a disclaimer, I actually was able to mint one of these art pieces out of 10,000. I was able to get one for 0.08 Ethereum, but I paper-handed at 0.22 Ethereum. And now the floor is about 1 Ethereum, which I am so devastated. And I'm feeling the FOMO right now to buy back in. But I don't think I'll be doing that unless the floor drops more. Anyway, what's this project about? This project is very interesting. Basically, whatever words that you chose back at the minting stage, you could turn them into art. So basically, it's a text to image generator. And how does it work? Back during the minting stage 3 days ago, I actually thought this project was cool. So I decided to mint just one. And I typed for real, FORREAL. Later I'll show you the art. And it generated an artwork for me. That's a pretty cool concept, right? It's one of a kind, and I don't think it has ever happened in this space. So I was really interested in this project. Okay, going to OpenSea. This was the piece that I minted for real. And it generated for me this piece of artwork. Pretty interesting, right? How your word could turn out to become an art piece. So this concept was so fascinating to me, and I decided to mint one. But unfortunately, I sold it off at 0.22 Ethereum. Just thought it was a quick flip and that the project wouldn't gain any more volume. But I was wrong. Look at this, guys. 0.95 Ethereum floor price. And look at these amazing art pieces. So guys, this is an example of a project with a fascinating concept. Whenever there's a unique thing about the project, people will come and flock into it. I made such a stupid mistake in just selling off my own piece at such a low cost. I'm so sad right now. Moving on to a Solana project. This project is called Management Project Aphrodite, if I said it correctly. But yeah, I don't know much about this project because there's not much details yet. I just randomly found it on Twitter. And this project only has about 93 followers. Very, very early still. And the Discord group is already out. I just want to be really early for new projects. So even though I don't know much about it, there's no harm in just following and entering the Discord. Who knows, this project may turn out to be really good and there's a chance for you to get in the whitelist if you are really early, like I mentioned. So yeah, give this project a look. Okay, the last project I'll be talking about, another Solana project, which is called Sorilla's Social Club. Again, how I found this project is through actually on Discord. Someone mentioned it and I took a look at the art and it looks pretty cool, Even though I told you guys that the typical PFP projects are getting way too much. This art just stands out to me. Looks really good to me. And even though it might not do well, who knows, right? I just like the art, so I don't mind just holding it in my wallet. So, and the whitelist is still open, so do give it a try. Just join the Discord, try your luck, get into the pre-sale, and if you like it, you can just choose to mint it. Alright guys, that's it for me. I don't want to make this video too long. I mainly post videos on Monday 8:45 AM Eastern and sometimes Friday as well. This video will be out today because I just want you guys to be, have exposure to more different kinds of projects and not just typical PFP projects. Do follow me on Twitter as well as I post what I'm getting into and news on the go on Twitter first before uploading on YouTube. So if you like this video, please hit the like button if you haven't already. If you want early calls on these coins or NFT projects and more tips, click on the notification bell. If you want to earn interest on your crypto, you can use Blockfi and receive up to $250. Link is in the description below. And as always, invest safe and smart. The markets are always here, but your capital may not. Peace.